Okay, we're on the record in 2023 CR 200, State of Kansas versus DeAndre Lamar Allen. Jill Gillette for the state as county attorney. Mr. Allen in person and pro se. All right, Mr. Allen, you have quite a few charges on here, so you're going to need a little extra time too, it looks like. In count one, you're accused of driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs after at least 2 prior convictions for the same. They are alleging in the charge, the state is, that on July 1st of 01 in Wake County, North Carolina, 2016 CR 214049 and a 2017 CR case, you were convicted of driving under the influence of alcohol or illegal drugs. As a third-time DUI, you are looking at a level 6 non-person felony. So that means that your sentence, depending on your criminal history, could be anywhere from 17 to 46 months, and you could pay a fine up to $100,000. In count 2, you're accused of transporting an open container, an open bottle of Jim Beam Peach. You were transporting that allegedly while operating a motor vehicle on a highway in Greenwood County on August 23rd, 2023, the same date the DUI is alleged to have occurred, as an unclassified misdemeanor for transporting an open container. If convicted, you can have a fine no more than $200. You can have a jail sentence up to 6 months, or you can have both, a fine and sentence. Then in count 3, you're accused of unlawfully possessing the controlled substance, marijuana, and or its active ingredient, THC. This is charged as a Class B non-person misdemeanor. If convicted, you could serve up to 6 months in the Greenwood County Jail, and you could pay a fine up to $1,000. In count 4, you're accused of unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. The state is alleging that you, on that same day of August 23rd, 2023, had in your possession a THC vape pen, a cigarette box with roaches, and I presume they mean marijuana roaches. And these are items allegedly possessed to store, contain, conceal, inject, ingest, inhale, or otherwise introduce a controlled substance into the human body. A Class B misdemeanor, it carries also a fine of up to $1,000 and up to 6 months in jail. In count 5, you're accused on that date of August 23rd, speeding 78 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. This is a traffic infraction. It does not carry any jail time. It carries a scheduled fine of $63. Then in count 6, you're accused of operating a motor vehicle on August 23rd without a valid driver's license. This is another Class B non-person misdemeanor, which means if convicted, you're again looking at up to 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. Then in count 7, you're accused of operating the vehicle that day without proper registration or valid tag. This is called an unclassified misdemeanor. If convicted, you could pay a fine up to $2,500, or you could be ordered to serve anywhere from 30 days to 6 months in jail. Now, do you have any questions so far just about what the charges are and the possible penalties? Do you have any questions about just those 2 subjects?
Actually, I mean, Actually, I don't. I just have to get an attorney. Or
Okay,
either try to get a court-appointed attorney.
sure, we'll get to that. In fact, let's just go ahead and do that now.
Okay.
You're saying that you need to apply for court appointed. You can't afford to hire one?
No, ma'am, I can't.
All right. So are you employed at this time?
Actually, I'm working with temp services. So
Okay.
it's like I kind of get paid maybe like every week or so, or every 2 weeks. It all depends on the job. But I'm just at a point where I'm just like trying to figure out if I can apply for a court appointed.
All right. How much do you think you make average per month doing the temp jobs?
So average per month, I want to say at least maybe around like $1,500 to $2,000.
Okay. And are you married or single?
I'm married.
And does your spouse work?
Actually, my spouse does work, but right now at the time, it's like she's trying to build her business. So her business is like a child care.
Okay, so she's self-employed?
Actually, she's not. Actually, it's not running right now, but she's trying to get it up and running.
A child care or daycare business?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. And do you have children of your own that you support?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
How many?
I have 7.
Family of 9 then, and you, okay. At this time, I find that you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney. I can't tell you exactly who that's going to be right now, but my assistant, Missy, if you call her or give her your email, she can tell you later this week who that will be. Please, when you get that attorney's name, contact that attorney right away so the two of you can meet and discuss your case before you see me again.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, your case is going to involve quite a few lab tests, it looks like, and those go to the Kansas Bureau of Investigation for testing, and they are awfully slow. Backlog, overworked, I don't know what, but it'll take a little while to get those test results back. Go ahead,
Judge,
sir.
can I tell you this though? That night they forced me to take a lab test or anything. I passed all my tests, like the drinking and everything of that nature. And this guy literally forced me. It was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning on the stop. And they told me that they had a judge to sign off on something. And at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, where can you find a judge? You know, not being funny or anything, but where can you find a judge that's up like around that time? And it's like, I didn't get it.
As a judge, I can tell you we're pretty well on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If they've got a search warrant, they call us and wake us up.
Okay.
That's the
I just wanted to make sure though, because I felt like I was forced. I felt like they kind of, just made me, because I'm telling them, like, if I pass the drinking test or doing whatever, I didn't know what they need my blood for. So
right. Well, that'll be good subject matter for you to discuss with your attorney and see if there's some defense in there or not. The attorney will help you decide what to do with that information. And so let's set this, Ms. Gillette, when you want to tell me when you think that lab report might be back, if you're going to need that. I know you yes, too well, but
because there's alcohol and marijuana involved, and I know often the defendants don't understand it, and I deal with it every day. The drug blood, so they send it to both blood, to alcohol and drug.
Different
and so
chemists
will take, one will be faster than the other generally. So I would like to maybe set this in, this is September. Maybe if we go to that November date, possibly we might have one or the others of those back. And it can be a combination of drug and alcohol. So if they're both positive or one's positive or one's, they will count both of them towards the combination.
Okay, Missy, what date in November is she in reference to?
November 17th at 1:30.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set this for November 17th at 1:30. But talk to your attorney. You have the right to a preliminary hearing much sooner than that. And if the attorney wants that, where'd you go?
He's there. His screen just went blank.
Hello, hello?
Okay, Mr. Allen, can you hear me?
Yes, it went out or something. It hung up or
There
something.
you are, there you are. Are you calling from South Carolina? Is that where you are?
No, ma'am, I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada.
No, okay. Okay, so talk to your attorney, and if you, as I was saying, you have the right to a much sooner preliminary hearing, and if you want, your attorney can talk to you about that, whether we need to have it sooner, whether we don't. But for now, unless you object, I'm going to set it for November 17th at 1:30.
Okay,
And that's by Zoom, so you won't have to be here in person.
okay. So is it possibly that I can get the attorney's number, or if I can get information?
Missy, my assistant, she's somewhere on here. I can't see her, but I know she's on here. There she is. Missy, what instruction do you want to give him about the attorney?
He can call Friday
Okay.
and find out who the attorney is.
And do you have?
Okay, so call the jail or call.
Paul, did you get this Zoom invite by email?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Actually, just respond to that and I will give you the name and the phone number.
Okay, all right, I will do that.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else, Mr. Allen? You're on bond. Anything else I can do before I let you go? And I can
No,
answer.
ma'am, that's it.
All right. Thank you, sir. You may
Thank you,
go
ma'am.
this time.
All right, you have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
All right.